Before I been that dude, God, I'm shook. You know, no say I finished school, I'm no crook. Legend for the things I do. 9 to 5, 8 to 9, in shiny shoes, I'm good. Hope say I still there, man.
Check, you already know the vibes. We hope we've been on your mind the last little while. I know you missed us, but we back.
Hope I could put my mama in the Benz or vet. Hope I no come to forget the man them. We carry yama for the chest. Never cheat on my girl cause she's got sense. Girl, I mean tall fences, big views, lavish expenses. Drip so cold, I'm so frozen. I got Elsa hanging on my neck. Can't hang, you are not chosen. Operate on loyalty and respect. Be a way they bust them man one time. I be a way they make you out of girl and wine.
Shout out to PA.
Yeah, the second.
Ep50, the project is out, ladies and gentlemen. It's ILLAH. Make sure you check it out. We in the building. You already know it's Back at Bands, the comedy podcast.
Yeah. We back.
But we never like it. It's just how we say it, man. Like even if we record tomorrow, we'll still say we back. We back. What's happening? How are you all doing? How's everybody doing? To catch you in the back, how you feeling?
Fantastic. Fantastic. I have this new thing where if you ask me how I'm doing, I have to say fantastic.
Really?
When did it start?
Of recent, actually.
I like that.
Is it for your mindset?
It's my mindset. It's like, even if things are like shaky, you got to say fantastic. So
I say I'm alive every time.
That's good.
I'm alive, bro.
That's all that matters.
That's all that matters.
That works.
Shamsi, how you feeling? I mean, like,
I mean, we know how you're feeling, but how are you feeling?
What do you mean? You know how I feel?
You can say fantastic at this point because it suits you, innit?
I'm feeling fantastic.
Look at that.
Fantastic. You mean how you feeling?
Alive, to be honest.
All right, cool, man. And I'm feeling alive as well. I'm thankful. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. This is the Back at Bands Comedy Podcast. I am your humble and gracious host. I go by the name Mr. Dre. And I'm in the building with my nearest and best of friends. We gonna start all the way in the back with the pink hoodie, black sweatpants to go.
Yeah.
Rocking that BYB custom hat.
Yeah.
It's not for sale. NFS.
Do not ask for it.
Maybe it might become an NFT. Who knows?
Do not ask for it.
Talk to them.
Yes. It's your man Nimina, aka the Free Eagle, aka Triple E, aka you know what is popping, the Vice Minister, the Patrician Eagle. Shit.
That's
we
what
back.
It is. That's what it is. Hey, you already know, pink sweater, black sweatpants, just got back from work.
A little purple, innit?
Sorry, it's purple. What did I say?
Pink.
Oh, I'm
more like
sorry,
lavender,
man.
honestly, if you ask me.
Let's stick with
Gotta add the sauce.
Lavender.
It is lavender.
Thank you very much. She knows.
Very soon could be lilac. I'm not doing
Aquamarine blue. Sky purple.
Bro.
That's a thing.
Sky
In 2021, it's going to be a thing.
Sky purple.
I've seen this color in the sky before.
This color.
Yeah.
You know, shock you.
Sky lavender.
Sky lavender.
In this sky.
Yeah, in the sky.
Word?
Talk to them,
Usually
Takashi.
after sunset. Yeah.
Oh, true. Hey guys, it's Takashi, aka Cashman. You know the vibes. Glad to be back here. It's been a minute, but you know I'm back again. Subbing in as usual. Gang.
I don't know why I expected man like catch.
Man like catch.
Catch, man like catch.
Catch like Versace.
You know, you gotta like shorten it every now and then. You can't.
No. We're not in the business of shortening it.
You know, maybe
next 50. We are episode 50 right now. This is 50.
Maybe next time I'll tell you all the names. But right now, just two. Cashman is okay.
You should feel special that you're in 50.
Yeah. Honestly, I was telling someone I come at the important time. Perfect time. You know,
you really do.
You're a decade guy.
I got you.
Every
Decade or naked?
Decade. He's a naked guy. He cannot even.
I heard dickhead.
I heard naked.
I'm like, where did that come from?
What did you hear, please?
No, I heard decade.
Okay.
Decade. No,
Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, the powerhouse of the podcast.
Naza is not here, so we're gonna help with the backup.
What's up? It's your girl Shamsi, aka
Ton Amour.
And you already know, ladies and gentlemen, this is episode 50. Shout out to you wherever you're
5
streaming
and 0.
from the YouTube, from Spotify, Apple Podcast, anywhere on the
start
globe.
it again.
Or if you're looking and streaming from www. Did I say www?
Yes.
Yeah.
If you're streaming from backyardbands.com,
Yeah.
we appreciate you. The love is real. We see you guys. We appreciate you and just showing us all the love. Episode 50, guys.
50. Hey, look at us.
It's mad.
Who could have thought?
Who would have thought? Hey.
Reach out.
It did not clink. There we go.
We should be like clink, clink, clink. Anyways, man. I mean, like, since we're at episode 50, man, I always said that, and I was going to save this for the end, but I don't want to forget. I just wanted to say, like, I think now, because I'm a podcaster, I always felt like episode 50 was going to define me as a podcaster.
That's the stamp right there.
You know what I'm saying? Like, now I'm like, if anybody asks me, I'm like, I'm a podcaster.
You're
Bro.
dedicated. 50 episodes is not easy, yo.
No, it's very tired now. I'm very tired now. I'm a podcaster. I'm very tired as a podcaster.
You had done 50 episodes.
And the best part about it is because a lot of podcasts out there, like, it's just like way less than an hour. And we've had more than an hour and a half for
a very long time.
For 50 episodes.
Yeah.
Yo, bruh, man.
And people still listen to us. They're not tired.
We appreciate you.
They're still listening.
We appreciate you, man. Dre, thanks for bringing us all the way this far. Tonamo, thanks for riding with us. Naza, wherever you are.
Hopefully you can come
Melody, Anthony, it's been real. We are aiming for the next 50.
The next 50.
The next 50.
For
yeah.
sure.
Yeah, it's been real.
We have to do something for 100.
So I think
For 100. Don't worry. For 100 like this, I don't know what I'm going to do.
No.
We should do live stream.
I think.
Wait, calm.
You do know that a lot of things we say is kind of edited, watered
I
down.
know.
Live stream is what we say.
Whatever you say,
Whatever
you say.
you say.
Can't take it back.
Can't take it back.
No, but I think I was going to say I lost my train of thought, but
Jesus,
I think the reason why episode 50 took a while is because we're trying to make it right and perfect and get like a special guest and do all these fancy things, but there's nothing like just doing it for the people who listen and make it as like, figure it out as we go.
It's like back to the roots type of thing.
Exactly. And even like Naza's not here, so
as usual.
but it's still a special moment for us. I'm appreciative of all of you for always coming through. Being on the pod whenever we need to and just giving them quality content, and that's quality
content.
KWALITY quality content.
Love it.
Anyways, how's everybody's week been? How's your week been?
It's been busy. Back at work, very stressful. Back at school, the weather is not helping. So, but I'm alive.
I'm fantastic.
And fantastic.
Fantastico. Digachi, how's your week been?
My week has been excellent, actually. I've been cultivating some nice new habits. Waking up early, going to the gym 5 times.
But you go to bed early though.
I'm trying to now, so that's part
your
of
habit is HAB. The
Yeah,
ITS
it's not there yet.
It's not it.
No. Like I actually am. So I'm saying, I go to bed early now. Like once 11 hits, my body's like, bro, it's time. If you don't want to be tired tomorrow, you better go to bed now. So like midnight, I'm out. So I'm up at like 7 in the gym, 7:30, back here by 9. Work, like I'm on a schedule now. So
That's good.
yeah, I'm working a lot though. So my body is trying to adjust and not break down. So I'm eating better, trying to just not break down. So I'm good.
I am definitely the opposite of you, but okay.
I know. I was gonna say that cultivator is doing which kind of farm tools is he using? Because I may not have any tools. It's not working for me. I'm looking for where to harvest.
Yeah, you're right, for sure.
This guy plays too much, man.
How's your week been?
Man, my week has been a bit up and down. Yesterday I was in a bit of
Fender.
T-bone.
A bit of a makeout that is not really good, But I'm glad I came out alive, and
scratch free.
Yeah, scratch free. Yeah. So yeah, we keep it moving. We run it.
That's for sure, man. That's for sure. My week. It's been busy, man.
What hasn't happened?
Very busy.
From Thursday night, it has been very busy.
Please, how busy has it?
How busy?
It's been busy, man. It's work. It's work.
This is the first time I've seen Dre post so much on Snapchat.
I don't have Snapchat.
Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday. I'm like,
because
wow.
Because like the whole Snapchat thing is there's some things we don't like to put on Instagram because we don't want to put to see the other side of us. That I like to be Tony on you know. So there was some bad behavior. you have to keep it to yourself.
If you don't follow him on Snapchat, you missed it.
Is it once in a lifetime? No, but so
one of those relics.
Thursday I went to support my boy who was DJing at this event. Shout out to Audio Talks. Went to support him, and it was also Femi Lawson's birthday, so we were there as well. So it was just kind of nice package. And then Friday I had a gig. Afro Chic, shout out to TGB Entertainment for putting me on. It was a good event. It was an African event. It was all right. You know what I'm saying? Like for Friday evening, it was good. It was good. Saturday I had a wedding. Great wedding. Congrats to the Mr. and Mrs. Very lovely wedding. I had a great time.
I was about to say, of course you had a great time.
And the most consistent thing about all these 3 nights was alcohol. So right now, if anybody's watching on YouTube, I am just drinking tea.
Yes.
For the rest of the week. There will be no alcohol.
He's detoxing until Friday night, Saturday night.
That's a bit of a stretch.
No, I've been doing this thing like since the pandemic, because there was a time in my life when I was just drinking alcohol. When the pandemic started, like it was just working alcohol, and then I started doing this thing where I would only drink on the weekends, Fridays, Saturdays, or Sundays. Right, I would take one day out of the weekend, and I would drink. Or if we're recording the podcast, and there's every time we recorded the podcast that we're actually drinking or anything. So I'm better at it. So I'm still trying to cultivate that. But this weekend
there's another cultivation.
You
went free.
Yeah. I think there was a lot of things that led up to it, but that's just that. But it was a great week. By the way, we have an audience member.
Yep.
We're doing this thing with audience members every now and then.
It's really good.
Unfortunately, we can't get her on the podcast because we had Ladies Take Notes on here from Calgary, and at this point we're keeping people from Calgary away from the podcast.
Why?
Because they are causing problem everywhere, even on Clubhouse.
No, they're only causing problem with you.
But it seems their problem is actually being accepted by the masses.
I
accept their problem. Thank you very much.
It seems
they are welcome anytime.
They bring gem. I suppose
we're giving people from Calgary a break till we've
it's just because they're not going your way. That's why. So you don't like it.
Just take notes wherever
you have to make sure that the house is winning. If the house is losing too much, we need to stream.
Exactly. It's like when you play poker or whatever.
Gotta shut it down, man.
Gotta shut it
down. House losing too
much. Shut it down. Anyways, we haven't done fan mail in about 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks. It feels like. So we're gonna start off with that. Dikachi, being that you weren't on here for us, can you please start off the fan mail? Let me get the cue in. Shadi, how you doing? You're good. All right, cool. Just give you a shout out.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Fan Mail. What? This is the segment where we read the mails sent in by you, our dear listeners.
You know what I need to tell you?
If you got a comment, story, or wild news, be sure to hit us up on the Fan Mail.
I want to hear of this.
Just real quick, how many did you guys get? 2?
2.
You mean not 2?
I got 2, yeah.
You got you 1?
I got 1.
All right, cool. That's how I wanted it to be. All right, Dikachi, please go.
All right. So this, I'll give a bit of context. This mail came in September 27th. So we'll have to trace back and find out which podcast they're referring to, which episode, sorry. So I'll start off. First of all, of course, we are not surprised NASA's POV on this issue. At the end of the day, he's one of those men who will love bomb you and cry when she's walking down the aisle. I'm giving sound effects, you know that. That's exactly what you should.
Because you put KMT?
No. He actually spelled it out.
MT.
Yeah.
MQ.
Okay. But my opinion is you cannot control or make someone feel something you are trying to make them feel, even if both of you are on the same page. You have to teach your partner how you want to be loved and learn how they want to be loved.
Oh, this is the can you be happy without somebody saying I love you?
Yeah.
Something like that. And then another paragraph. Abi, very well done. You are very well spoken and clear. You also know how to.
Abi, okay. So
it's Abi. I thought.
Abigail.
So it's not pigeon. Speaking.
Oh, my bad.
Calling somebody's name.
I'm trying to dive deep into the mind of the person. You know, It's not working out very well. Okay, Abi, very well done. You are very well spoken and clear. You also know how to hold your ground with this NASA guy. So amazing. I hope he learns a few things. Shout out to you, Abby. Going back to the last podcast, I agree with Uncle Nazar. The world has become so soft that you can't even tell your opinions about stuff. As a content creator, artist, musician, etc., I think you have to be ready to take all the types of feedback. It's not up to the consumers to filter out their words on how to give feedback. Take it or leave it. And remember, people just talk behind the keyboard. Everybody is a ninja.
True.
This is coming from I said what I said. That's
I said what I said.
That's the person's name.
That's the person's name.
Yep.
Gotcha. Shout out to
I said what I said.
I said what I said.
That's crazy. Yeah, I think they have points in here.
Yeah.
You can't really control make someone how they feel, unless you're a manipulator. That means you're a witch. And I'll banje they make you.
You're doing inception.
You went far. That means
You swim in the bar beach in the night. And yeah, as a creator, man, there's feedback that comes from different people. Like, you just have to know how to like water it down or take it with a grain of salt, or I think the best is just don't let it get to you where it now makes you
exactly.
adversely.
Once you enter this industry, you just have to accept that some people will not like your work and some people will. And that's just how it is at this time.
How many people don't like your work?
Not a lot.
None.
I don't care.
Well, there's that too.
If there's anybody that don't like it, it's jealousy, I would say. At this point, everybody's loving it.
Thank God.
Thank God.
Fantastico.
The one thing I will say is I think it's also very important to be able to decipher when somebody's hating on you, like directly hating,
and somebody's
and actually criticizing you.
But like there is constructive criticism, and then there's, you're shooting a shot just to shoot a shot.
And then you know the ones that don't know anything at all. When you just want to say, "Oh, I don't like the way you stroked this part of the paint." He's like, "What do you know? What do you know about it?
Are you a painter?"
Yeah, it's like, you have to be able to handle yourself in those.
Yeah.
Shemzi.
Okay, this one is long. This one is from Shantain.
Shout out to you, Shantain.
Shout out to you, Shantain.
Shantain G.
Okay.
Money.
So first things first, congratulations on your 58th episode of Backyard Bands. I could not tell you how many times I've played the podcast at the office and have people think I've gone mad because I'm laughing and answering back. You're doing the Lord's work, so God bless you all in your ministry.
Bless you too.
I'll also add that the Ton Amour hum getting to Kid Cudi status. Simply iconic. Merci beaucoup.
While I want to get home. It's like that. I'm going to be going drum. Ladies and gentlemen, it's drum.
And then she goes, open check, 2 points. I want to bring it back to episode 48. The topic of a budgetless first date was discussed, and I wanted to say that those who fret about how much money to spend forget the power of planning. Gentlemen, please be reminded that if you plan the date, you can plan it well around your budget. I think a thoughtful date has the ability to trump an inexpensive one. There is a difference between a $60 date that is filled with inexpensive activities and good conversation, and you bringing a woman to a place you can't afford and sweating bullets when the bill comes. Like Abigail said, be guided. Creativity goes a hell of a long way for pockets with little to no lining. Ooh, I like that line. But she has a point.
Yeah, she said for pockets that are broke.
Pockets that with little to no lining.
That's a very, very nice way of saying it. That's a bar.
You pocket have no lining.
Oh man.
Next subject.
Astaghfirullah.
That's not how you say it.
That's not how you say it.
That's not how you
I
say it.
messed it up, but let's not go here.
How do you say it? I realized we haven't said this thing on the podcast for a minute.
Like,
how do you say it? How do you say it?
We've been saying it wrong for a while. Even me right now, I was trying to get it right, but I know I said it wrong. And you now come and now worse than me.
Yours was even better than
that's what I'm saying.
I was trying to say
really
with the
I'm
tried.
so unhappy. Like that's not.
I was trying to say it with the accent.
It's obvious that it's been a long time. You didn't listen to that episode well.
No, I didn't actually. I definitely didn't.
I'm dead. Okay, so next subject. Taking things to the grave. That's the subject. If a man...
Let me just say, if she go against me, I'm editing that part out.
If a man who's been in the streets for a while tries to tell me everything he's done in the streets in one sitting, I'll likely faint and die. But women on the outside will do unnecessary things for spite, either because the breakup was unclear or not fully resolved, etc. say we go out together as a couple and I pick up on some nonverbal cues from another woman and I ask for some background information on what is going on, don't lie to me. Fact. 8 out of 10.
Did you say fact or you're adding fact in there?
No, I'm saying fact.
Okay.
8 out of 10. If you don't say anything, the other woman will. And trust me, you don't want that. Fact again. I also feel like women are less required to tell men everything because we usually have our situations and the manas, meaning literal translation, and their manners trained well.
Women tell
everything to
women, she said, I also feel like women are less required to tell men everything because we usually have our situations basically handled.
So are you saying that men don't have their situations handled?
Yeah, that's what she's saying.
That's a lie. That's cap.
We don't only have it handled. We carry it and put it in our pockets.
Amina,
what?
Please shut up.
We handle it.
If it was handled, the other woman would know her place and will not come and tell me anything or give me no movement.
It's them that did not handle it.
No, it's that guy that did not handle it.
It's them that did not handle it.
See, but no, but think about it. A woman can be giving verbal cues because she thinks that she's now seeing with that lady and wants to spite
the movement.
It's not a spite.
But if you had a handle, they will not make the movement.
No, but
you cannot handle their spite.
My guy, the guy that I've been with, and now I'm somebody else. If he sees me, he will not come up.
Yeah, because guys generally don't care.
But like I'm just saying, like if a guy sees, it's just like if you're hanging out with a girl and she likes you, but you don't know or you don't really care about it, you're good about your business. But like we're just hanging out on a random tip, and then the girl who you had something with, or I guess whatever, then comes in and she realizes that that's someone you had something and she's trying to build something with you.
Yeah.
She can give bad verbal cues that will make you like, oh, what are you doing? You're not welcome here. And so, in that essence, you didn't do anything. You were just hanging around and then your friend came out.
And mind you, it's those girls.
You're actually making the point. You didn't do anything. You didn't handle your
No. There's nothing to handle because I don't have a thing without that girl.
In his control.
But she's not talking about that. She's talking about somebody that you had to think with. Okay, you're flipping the subject here.
No. Here's the thing, right? Mind you, the person in topic that is going to bring about any kind of wahala is the girl on the other side, which means the girls don't really have it handled. Because us guys, if you look at for guys that become exes, most of the time they actually go about their business.
Most definitely.
Because we take our L and go and be the ones that want to be cold-hearted, they'll be cold-hearted on their own way. The ones that want to still be secluded in their own, they'll be secluded, but they mind their business. But the girls, after things finish, they will still come back and still want to cause, so they don't usually have it handled.
Since you know that, like she said,
we do not know that. We don't know when they are going to come.
You just said that you know now.
No.
But you know how they're gonna behave regardless. Let me finish. Yes. Since you know that, what she said before was, if I ask you when I pick up on something, do not lie to me. Because if I catch you in a lie, then it's a wrap.
See that one I really like, because it's like she's not requiring that you tell them everything from the get go.
Yeah,
but if situations do come up, it's better that she heard it from you than
from the girl.
Then that one makes sense.
Then that's a problem. And we will not get to the situation where the girl doesn't know her.
It's a sticky one still, but we'll take it.
I think the only issue was when you said handle your business, but the problem is that handling involves you doing something, but like it
involves the two parties. You handle on your own, but the other person might not have
right. But the thing is that
I think she meant it in a way as to we usually don't have that because the guys usually don't just move the way.
Yes.
I'm just saying you could handle it and the girl could still be leaking. So it's a leaky faucet.
We're still not done. And then she said #team under wolves until I find somebody's son one of these days.
Wait, what's under wolves?
Under wolves, what's it?
Do I know?
I mean, the way you said it felt like
you knew, man. #team under wolves.
Sade, do you know what team under wolves is?
I guess from the meaning of it is until I find somebody's son one of these days.
Tiwa Savage.
So Savage. Yeah. There you go.
I don't get it.
But Tiwa Savage is not under wolf right now.
Look it up. I beg, look it up for us and then just explain it to us if you can.
Maybe just her own.
Next, hidden in plain sight. I've actually been missing the proverb of the day for the past few episodes. I've been waiting for it, but it has not yet come. So I hope there will be more in the near future.
The question is the ones that have been said. The ones that have been said, do you take anything out of it? Do you actually?
Clearly she does.
She probably does. She probably does.
It's coming. He's not out of the. It's just some things getting in the way, But We here.
And
No pressure.
No pressure at all.
La fin, meaning the end. I conclude by saying congratulations also on your sold out merch. Can we be expecting a new drop sometime soon for
Please,
hoodies
Not them.
Hold on,
or
hold on.
possibly tracksuits? Asking for a friend.
Whoa.
Please, relax.
Cheers to the first 50 and cheers to 50 more. XOXO Shante.
And no fucking way.
Boy, no way.
I know what she said. Tracksuit.
I feel like when we get to 100, we should have a tracksuit.
A tracksuit.
Yes, we should have a tracksuit.
Are you
when
going
we get to
to
100,
spearhead that movement?
we will.
All this we I'm hearing is not sounding very nice.
It's like that
okay.
game now. Yeah.
You can sub out for that one. You can sub
I
out
mean,
for that
fair.
one.
No, that one, he's coming at 60 something, so he probably
I
will.
got you. I'll be back here.
Shantae, let me tell you something, right? If you're listening, listen.
I don't think you have the
they
facilities for that, big man.
We don't.
Don't relax.
All right,
But we pray we do though. I mean, if we get to the point where there's demand, supply will come.
Should I do the second one or?
no, I'll do mine and then we'll
Okay.
kind of go around. All right. Drum roll.
No.
Before I start,
Okay.
it's another long one, so you know who it is.
We'll brace ourselves. Yeah.
Love the energy Abigail brought. Abigail brought a tank and a machine gun to a knife fight.
She was in the ghetto for it.
Came ready.
Now that, Naza was just collecting automatic bullets.
Oh God.
Boom, boom, boom. And I was catching the.
Why all these?
Why all the magazine?
I was catching the magazine.
Why all this? Why we start with all these bullet references? Reloading non-stop. I would have asked for her number, but she's not looking like my target audience. Bro, don't
try
do
it.
it.
I'm
Don't do
glad
it.
you- I'm
Don't
glad you-
do it.
Don't do it, sir.
Put the facilities for that.
Big man.
I don't think you have the facilities.
Don't, sir. Just be going. Go your way.
Yeah. Before a whole unicorn like me, unicorn gets filled with bullet holes like Naza, you just be amazed. Nah, she spoke facts and even used the Bible. It was tickling my body when she said, "Need a few ones are unicorns." I actually needed that. My goodness. The way Naza almost got a heart attack when she said limitless.
Limitless.
Nah, guys, if you haven't seen the episode, please go see it, man.
Limitless
It's
Days.
called She's Not Your Target Audience, featuring Abigail from Ladies Take Notes from Calgary. You see, we're still dealing with Calgary. We've left Calgary, we're still dealing with Calgary.
Yeah,
You see what I'm telling you?
because there's
Anyways.
a point there.
But guys, see, you all need to learn how to manage dating life without cash. Preach, brother. Preach.
This sounds like my language, isn't it?
It sounds like a love language. If you don't have cash, then you have brains and skills. Speaking mainly to the person that used to carry one con to school. I've got you in magazine.
I have died.
All these shots, man.
I was happy you reload the bullet, but now it seems like you've been flipped the gun, innit? You've been flipped. Ratatatata. Yeah.
A simple first date idea. Let's meet in the park. I cook, so we meet and talk and we meet and talk like a picnic, or we do something fun.
Shit. They ain't gonna buy that.
No, I actually went on a day like that. I went to sushi and then
Was that a first?
First date.
yeah, it was the first date.
Was it
with
first
the guy.
date?
Yeah.
Are you still with that person?
That's a unicorn, innit?
No.
That's a unicorn.
It wasn't.
Clay,
It
it didn't
wasn't
work.
because of the date. It wasn't
Clay, it
because of
didn't
the
work.
date.
No way.
It was because
you don't know. It's
adds up.
adds up. Exactly. It's added
It
up.
wasn't because of the date. It was because he was moving mad after. Started asking for some things that are not supposed to be asked for after date one.
Okay, moving on. Where am I at?
Pac.
Park. Let's meet in the park. I cook, so we meet and talk like a picnic, or we do something fun. Afterwards, if you want to bring anything, feel free. Even the lady said she wants to be fed, and I know the lady doesn't like to cook. Please don't ask me any questions about how I know. Huh?
He probably went on
What's the guy
her
saying?
YouTube or Instagram.
He really wanted that phone number.
On a serious note, I really like the idea of a first date because I believe the lady being invited out will feel more at ease rather than, let's say, at a restaurant. I've asked around and gotten a lot of positive replies from my female friends. Female friends in the building, do you guys like to be invited outdoors or you want to be inside a restaurant?
Outdoors.
She said outdoors.
You are lying.
No, it literally tells me how you are.
Okay.
Like,
You know
it shows me how you are.
Abby said escape room.
I would do escape room.
Nah,
Honestly,
not me.
honestly,
That's
I don't think
indoors
it
with a lot of
matters.
hazard.
I don't think it does, but I get.
I think
like
if you like, if
the
they like
chemistry
you,
is
it doesn't
right.
I
matter.
think it depends on the season. There's no way I'm going outside in the winter.
Okay, obviously, yeah, that too.
Just telling you now.
So you wouldn't go ice skating?
For
I would
what?
go ice skating.
I would do that
That would be a
What?
cute
You
date.
guys understand that ice skating is like what's that movie?
Is it?
That movie that you die?
Oh yeah, Titanic.
Not the one.
No.
Ice Age.
The one that something will just mistakenly happen and you die.
Oh yeah,
Final
1,000 with
destination.
Final Destination.
Final destination. That's ice skating for you.
That's like,
Any
oh, let-
snow, like I've
No,
seen,
no,
I've
it shouldn't be outdoor. Do it in like a hockey.
Bro,
arena,
the last time I did it, my two legs were going two separate directions. One little kid just skated in front of me.
Last time I went ice
That's why you
skating.
get the beginner one. If you don't know how to
At my
skate, don't be and
age,
try
at
it.
my age.
Yes, now.
I told you a kid was flexing.
At my age, anyway, I'm carrying that. The last time I did it, Rennie was looking like a mongoose with the thing.
At least he did it.
At his old
At
age.
least he had the boss to do it.
Nah.
Bro, I did it. I would not have had the ball if I didn't stop and
My
sit down.
Igbo man pride would
If
not
I
let
didn't
me
stop
go
and
ice
sit down.
skating with-
So if I told you, let's do like a backyard bands outing to skate, you said no.
you said you first of all see the mistake.
Yeah. Backyard
Ice.
and ice. It should not balance. This is
The ice is gonna come soon
This is
now.
not
Yeah,
Antarctica.
well, nobody
What
goes
do
to
you
the
mean?
That one
backyard in
does
the
not-
ice.
That one,
They
they,
look
ba-
what-
they
when you hear backyard, you think summer, patio,
Summer, you know,
palm
real
trees.
chicken, palm
grass,
trees,
palm
hammock,
Yeah.
relaxation,
Yeah.
no stress.
You don't think igloo?
Ubi igloo.
in whose backyard? Igloo is in the main compound.
Well, no, when it starts snowing now, you can build igloo in your backyard.
Who?
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Moving on. Back to the matter. Who can put a budget on the love I used to cook the food? Bruh.
all these lines, man. I have to take notes because I feel like it's going to be useful for me.
He said it's priceless. Sure. When they counted it, it was like, oh, this Maggi looks like when you bought from African store.
And that is too much curry.
Too much curry.
You did not peel the shrimp. Please, by the time I start dissecting you, you will be praying you are that shrimp.
Look, she will even feel you're romantic. Even if they see this video, they can't be sure if they can't be sure if that's your scope because you may have the money but still want to cook for her. You're a liar. You have money, you take her out. Why are you spending your time? You know that one is like date 3.
No, you took your time. Yeah, you took your time. You cooked for me.
No girl goes to anybody's house on the first date, and
Yes.
I don't think he's
Well, that's
implying-
why he said I will cook and bring it to the park.
Yeah, so yeah. So I guess this is a full update, but I know this thing where a lot of rich men will, and I guess that's what makes it cool in the end if they do it. But a lot of rich men who make money will look at the time. It's gonna take me 2 hours to prepare this meal.
When I can
2
just,
hours for me is if I make $80 an hour, that's $160.
Yeah.
When I can just order it
Just order it
and save my time.
cheaper. You know, I don't know, man.
But it depends. Some people are romantics. But yeah, I hear you. And he goes, but big disclaimer, only those who know how to cook and cook on regular should try this.
Facts.
I don't know why this is like, I feel like this is shade.
No, listen. Well, we are not catching that shit. Mr. Dre gonna whip you some nice. Don't worry about it, sweetheart. Don't worry about it,
nice salad.
sweetheart. And
Yeah.
we need to keep healthy up in here.
Yeah.
We need to
Healthy option, yeah.
Yeah. Look at man like the guy just cultivating something nice, innit?
You're in the facts,
Yeah.
bro. You're in the vibes. Come on.
I knew it was a shit. It's not by having helmet of salvation. You're a bastard. And I'm telling you this because you know me. You're a bastard. It's not by having helmet of salvation or customized apron.
Naza, pew pew
Man,
pew.
all these shots, bro. Just anywhere, anybody can get it right now.
Naza catching the sprays, bro.
All these strip
not
bullets.
even here.
Not even here, bro.
I refuse to be responsible for any horrible first dates a lady may have as a result of this meal.
I'm dead.
Finally, I think what Naza meant when supporting the statement was that in a lot of relationships, money has replaced love, and people still think it is love. In that sense, I agree with him. That is for you and Naza to decide. For the secrets issue, I support Abigail with honestly being paramount and trying it back to dating and money issue. Well, sorry.
Tying it back.
So yeah, for the secrets issue, I support Abigail with honesty being paramount, and tying it back to dating and the money issue. After you've hacked the first date, you better tell her what your finances are like before the next date.
Tell her.
I agree. I kind of agree with that.
Tell her your finances.
Not tell her,
after
but
the
like-
first dates.
No, but basically let her know like where you're at
the
in
situation,
life.
sort of.
As in, like,
Yeah.
you're not. If you're not a rich man, tell her you're not a rich man.
If the plus
you're
and minus is not balancing,
balancing,
innit? Yeah, you have
Well,
to.
the way I see it is, why tell her? Just show her. Like it's very easy. No. Hold on. Let me explain. No, let me explain. Hold on. Assuming you're not a scammer, because we're talking to like real people that are not trying to finesse guys. I'm saying, don't try and flex what you're not. For example, don't rent a Lamborghini to take on a date because you don't have Lamborghini money. Go with your Honda Accord, whatever you're driving. That shows, okay, you know what? I'm balanced. I don't have Lamborghini money, but I have Honda Accord money. Do the math. I take you to Nando's.
No. It doesn't always work like that. Somebody who does not want to change their car.
Think about
somebody who does not want to change their car but have money in their account could be different.
Let me throw something.
No, but here-
maybe my Honda spoiled, and my roommate drives a Lamborghini, and I end up taking.
Don't drive it, bro. Or tell her that is not yours, so she doesn't expect it.
but that ends up-
Wait. Do I tell her when she doesn't ask? When she doesn't ask?
Bro.
Then you're allowing her to insinuate.
At that point,
Let's be insinuating.
That sounds like a hard problem, right?
That's a dangerous place to be.
We went to the club once upon a time. The babe, obviously, she was looking for a rich guy. She said, she saw my guy, and she said, "Can you drive?" He said, "Yes." She proceeded to dance with him. They had a good night. They got drinks. Time to go. She said, "Take me home." He said, "You asked me, do I drive?" I said, "Yes." You didn't ask me if I had a car. It's two different questions.
Yeah, stumbled in the llama.
No, but you guys understand what I'm trying to say,
No,
right?
I get you.
You get the vibe, right? Just don't try and form what you're not. So like, just be who you are, and
But
it'll come naturally.
in the
right?
process, you also have to kind of make her understand, because if you just try to do some things on a budget, she might start catching clues and now start, firing at you or start making, I don't know, but you want her to catch on so that you wouldn't have to be in the wrong side of the.
I don't understand what you're saying, but what I will say to clarify what I'm saying is that you can tell her, "Hey, I make this if you want," but I don't advise that. But that's another issue entirely.
No,
what I'm saying is that if you say, "Hey, I work here. This is what I do." Okay, people are not stupid. They can start to picture, okay, what kind of lifestyle he lives, and then you see where he lives, you see where he drives, you see where he takes you. That's the baseline. That's what he can afford. It's very simple. So she will not be expecting fancy things when you've first.
But I also want to tell you that some people do live very simply.
Yeah.
Where it's
That's
like some rich men like would just drive business.
And in that case, you have hit the jackpot. You are lucky, but most of the time, people
That's
just
not the
live
case.
where like people live the life that they can afford most of the time, right?
And I'm saying this because someone like Naza is an engineer and
See, now that's a special case. Now that's special.
Anyways, episode. Enjoy the episode 100%. More grease to your elbow.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say his name just because he's been give all of us basketballs on this episode except Shamsi. So
Exception. Oh yes.
And Misha.
just because don't worry, you're on this episode, right? He's going to listen, right?
He's going to listen, right? Don't worry about it.
So far, I've been speaking facts, but I guess we'll
and
find
don't worry,
out.
he'll come for you for next one. though.
Okay, so I'm going to answer. I'm going to read the one from. Okay, I'll tell her name later. Okay, so my guys, this is Wendy. Oh, okay, she took my name. Wait, this is her. Yeah, one day to Wendy.
Yeah, let's just leave it as Wendy, man.
Okay,
every time I hear Wendy, I feel like there's one Wendy.
What? Let's
go with that.
This is Wendy. I had to send this after watching the episode title from Balogu Market to Walmart.
Fire episode.
This episode was really educative and it's.
How many T's? Like 10.
Actually, it's late. I thought the I was I. And late. Anyways,
Did you put something in your tea?
it's late. The tea is it. Anyways, everybody's story about moving to Canada was amazing, and Mr. Dre's story about the man that used his school money for their hotel, Walmart / enjoyment. Lol, reminds me of my mom telling me, nothing is free abroad.
True, nothing is free, bro.
Yeah,
You will pay for oxygen. You guys will pay. You just don't know it yet.
Yep. Naza. We need some AKA added to your intro because before 2022. Kind request from your biggest fan. Oh, this is another biggest fan.
See, Naza has fans.
You see,
now.
Naza
He thinks he only has haters, but he actually has fans.
I think it's a disguise.
The haters are loud.
They disguise as the haters because they want to find something to fight with him. You know, when you like someone, you start forming fights.
I knew you were gonna say some nonsense like that.
You know about it.
No, you do. You actually do. Like when you know someone, you just
start
like to tease.
fight.
Yeah.
Tease and fight them.
Yeah.
You know?
All right, Shemzy, next one.
Oh wait, remain last paragraph. Yeah. Once again, every episode back to back has been nothing but the best. Really appreciate y'all's efforts and time that you put into the podcast.
We
Love
appreciate you,
Wendy.
We appreciate you checking out the podcast.
Thank you.
Appreciate you so much.
And shout out
Wendy.
to your YouTube, your IG live videos.
Yeah,
Actually,
IG.
check them out. Great stuff you're doing on there, putting people from Ireland on. I appreciate you for doing that.
Yeah.
You're up, Chemsy.
All right. So this one is from, well, I think you will know once I say this first line. From the last episode, I now know the root of Naza's problem.
It's Choma.
Choma.
Choma. Sounds like an Igbo person.
She has actually been finding that root since root of the Iroko tree.
She's a farmer.
She's digging. She's cultivating the roots.
Number one, he's never going for his target audience. So when he can't meet up to their standards, he'll come here and be crying, women are scum.
That's on your behalf.
Shots fired!
It's so cold outside for angels to cry.
Like, it's actually good that he's not here right now. I feel like he'll not be able to handle it. You know, it's hard to just be aching small. You know.
Number two, based on his plethora of issues.
Plethora.
Yeah, examples. Emotional incapacity, bad communication, and the narrow lens he views women with generally.
Hold on, let me catch up.
Yeah.
Wait, come back.
Hold on. Start again.
Again.
Okay, emotional incapacity, bad communication, and the narrow lens he views women with generally. The only person that can match Naza is a nut job that knows how to dish wickedness and madness.
For one person, he's dead. Kill him. He's dead already.
So they can be serving each other basketballs.
Raw.
I think we're going to just finish it at this part. We don't need to go further.
Wrap it up.
God. She said, look, you guys stay on job bringing the best babes to the podcast. Shout out to Abigail. Okay. Exclamation point. All of that. I love her content so much. I started following her after you guys brought her the first time. Listening to her again felt like I was catching up with an old friend. I love you guys so much, and I truly appreciate the gift of this podcast.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much. We appreciate you.
See? You wanted to finish it, man.
No, we have one more.
Yeah.
You got more? Okay.
I have one more.
Damn. Maybe we should have done that one last. I didn't know it's that much basketballs.
Bro.
That's a lot.
I
can't like Choma, you got to
listen to this episode.
Like
Naza, if you eventually listen to it, please rewind, go back and write them down. We need to dissect all the shots that you took. Let's see where they actually hit.
now we need to tape him watching it so we can understand.
Are you going to go to his house?
We should do another Reese family.
Naza reads the family. That should be like a...
We will. We actually will.
A nice little segment. You know?
Just tell him to have his phone in front of him and send him the fan.
No, we record it because we don't know how he's going to... Naza is not good with technology. Let's not... Yeah.
The engineer is not good with technology.
He does another... They set it up for him. And he does so please. All right. So the next one, we will know who it is afterwards anyways. Hey, lovers. Thank you for the Balogu to Walmart episode.
I appreciate you.
I really appreciate your honesty.
Saloho.
We don't know. So I have some questions for you guys on your identity as people living in the diaspora. I noticed that a lot of Nigerians abroad struggle with their identity. Which identity, please? Because
I say like
I don't know which identity.
what type of person you
because
are.
I'm a masculine man. I'm a masculine man. Is that the identity?
No.
No, not that. It's kind of like no. That was a different thing.
Not how you identify yourself.
But then identity with that.
No.
Okay. Okay.
Man, this guy plays too much back.
Okay. You know, we don't play with our work, but we play for our work. You know?
I like that.
Anyways,
Don't hang him, bro.
On camera, bro. We're on camera, bro. Don't do this to me. I was like, bro.
I almost did that. My bad, Holmes. Okay. I noticed that a lot of Nigerians abroad struggle with their identity, e.g., not Nigerian enough, not Canadian enough.
That one.
And to find it I find it very interesting. So this is the beginning of our questions.
Right.
Do you struggle with your identity because you have lived in Canada for so long? Do you find yourself actively trying to look for
Hold on, let's answer
Okay.
one by one. What's the first question?
Okay, do you struggle with your identity because you have lived in Canada for so long?
I don't think so. Well, from an outside perspective, from you guys, I don't think so. Because you're still very close to your roots.
I'm going to go on the. I'll play devil's advocate for a second. I think that yes, that I sort of do sometimes because I've been here and I've seen certain cultures and certain practices and certain things that are done, and it's now been normalized to me. And then I see things now being done back home from a traditional perspective and culture wise, and I'm like,
You feel a type of way about it.
should we really be doing these things? Like this is really necessary. You know what I'm saying? And so I think in that way,
Like what?
I don't want to go into specifics before I call out a certain culture or a certain practice that might be very taboo or something. But you know, certain practices that I'm not necessarily like, I don't like it. You know what I'm saying? So in that aspect, that side of my identity, I guess, it's under question. And also it's like being in Canada, you know, you've been here for 10 years and you feel like you're old or you're entitled to some things and then realize that no, you're actually not. Like with the whole like, I understand the whole first generation, second generation idea, but that also has to hit you in a way where it's like, no matter how long you live in this country, you'll always be a second class citizen or a third class citizen. So there's that struggle that you'll never really be Canadian enough.
Right.
True.
You know? And that has to make you feel some type of way, especially like with the fact that I get my name, right? My govy is,
And then you got your
is
other
very
name.
Nigerian. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, no matter how much you own that sets you apart. And that, you know, and that's why sometimes we go by our English names and stuff. So in some ways, yes, but like it's not something that it's always in the forefront. It's something that you have to sit down
And
if
think
you had
about.
a bad day and then think about. I mean, that's for me, I don't know about you guys.
No, I actually second you, and I would also add the opposites of what you're saying, or like the flip of what you're saying. Like, for example, that tradition part or some cultures, right? There are some things that you also look at here that you don't necessarily agree with, that you think the way it has been handled back home was actually better. I will give an example of this one because this one won't hurt anybody. It's like, for example, the way some people raise their kids. The way some people raise their kids, you start to wonder, like, you just see some kid that is 7 years old cussing at their moms.
Yeah.
Right? Cussing
That
at
one
their
I
moms
agree.
and stuff like that. So there are some things, and you can't do it here. A kid will just die 911 and you're out of the house.
First-hand experience, I can
And
tell you.
they will die 911 on you, and they'll come and lift you up from your house. And from
I'm
your
a
own
teacher,
kid. Like,
Yeah, I know.
I mean, like, you don't want to be an abusive parent, but you could raise your kids better.
Yeah.
Right? So there are those things that can, you know, there's that culture.
There's a difference between raising your kid and abusing your kid, of course.
Yeah, obviously. Yeah.
And right now, some families here, they're
don't
not even
even-
close
they're
to
not even
it.
close to
If they
raising
can
it.
cuss you out, that means they can cuss anybody else.
Yeah.
I think to sort of maybe wrap up that question, I'll just say, I think if anybody's coming from Africa, learn the African mama look.
Yeah.
It's that look that your mom will give you.
Yeah.
That inside of you will die.
I
That's
give-
the one thing we didn't learn.
I give it to my students.
Give it.
Oh, I
need
give it to my
I
students.
had to FaceTime my mom, say, mommy,
Look,
show me that look.
Look at me like
I had
that.
to practice because
I do.
that look can change.
I don't need to say nothing. They know what to do.
Don't we need that look in Auntie next year?
I'm dead.
We need that. Keep practicing on me. You need a reminder. I'll be a reminder
There's
for
a
you.
reason why it's acting. Regardless of how auntie looks.
Okay. So that was the first question. The second question is: do you find yourself actively trying to look for anything that would connect you to your home country?
Nope. Nope.
Me, yes.
You yes.
Because I don't have a lot of family around me, and I don't have a lot of when it comes to community.
So what of us now?
I meant Morocco.
I
meant Morocco.
No, don't worry. Just think of us as
no, that one is included, which is why like I've been immersed in a lot of the Nigerian stuff, regardless of it.
Okay.
But
Please
when I
immerse
mean
us
by
in
that, I
Morocco.
mean like Morocco, like the culture
Arab
of
culture,
back home,
Gotcha.
like how we are.
Plus, like the only like real Montreal store is like say Montreal store. The really like the real like Morocco communities
Is in Montreal,
Yeah.
and if you don't know them, then you don't really
Connect
get to
at all.
feel it or understand it. So I would say yes.
Abi, no, Shade, how about you? I think you kind of familiar.
Yeah, because I'm South African and Nigerian, so I'm like.
Oh, you're South African and Nigerian.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Like constantly
Mad.
trying to like connect
That's
with both
So
music,
how-
TV, going back physically. So
you go back a lot?
yeah.
Yeah. Like, where's the back?
South Africa like every couple of years, and then Nigeria. Last time I was there was 2019.
2019. I've not gone to one.
There are Nigerians everywhere.
I've not
There's
gone to-
no lack of
There's no lack of-
Ain't no lack of
That's
faith.
crazy.
Hey, I did a wedding and I asked, like I was trying to figure out where people were coming from. And this guy was coming from Wisconsin. I don't know where that is. And I was like, yeah, Nigerians in Wisconsin. The guy's like, we have a community. There's a club in Wisconsin. There's a Nigerian club of
For them to
association.
get together.
Yes, that they do events yearly.
Nigerians are everywhere, man.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
as long as we
in
can travel
Montreal.
and get a visa, we'll be there.
I look at Nigeria keeps moving the way they are. The country itself, Nigerians will be everywhere.
In Montreal,
countries.
there's a community of Edo people. So it's not even just Nigerians. Like the Edo people, they are much to the extent that they actually have a community there.
Yeah.
I'm like, hey, it's a little bit too much for me. Innit? The catch, how about you? You find anything to connect?
Man,
See, because I know, like there could be Nigeria, but like there's the Kilimanjaro. I don't know if you're connected to that one.
no, so the thing is that like even for the first question, man, like to me, I don't feel like a lot of time I don't feel like I am either. Like because I left Nigeria at a very
Young age.
not young, at a very pivotal age when I was like growing up and learning about the world and everything. Like around that 13, 12.
That's young.
And then when I left, I didn't come here. I went to Tanzania first. So I grew up there and then I came here afterwards. So when I came here and I met Nigerians, even when I remember like I came here with an accent and people asking me, am I from Canada? I said, no, I'm from Nigeria. They're like, why do you have an accent? I said, I don't know.
Me for sure will not ask you that because that wasn't a Canadian accent.
No, hold on. But the thing is that by the time I met you guys, I had lived with Nigerians a lot. So the accent
I had gone away.
gone away a little bit.
What is
so,
it? What is it? This is Tanzania, right?
Yeah.
What does the Tanzania accent sound like?
I don't even know. All I know is that
Some
I
people
was
just notice a difference in the way you speak.
I
and
was sounding
pronounce
like
things.
British or something. I can't remember. I'm not even, bro. I can find the people that I was in that school with. Ask them. I was sounding British. How? I don't know. All I know is I was. So like my what? What do you say?
Was Tanzania colonized by the British?
They were colonized by the Arabs, the Germans, the British, a lot of people. So
There was a
That would make sense of the pronunciation.
but like I think it might have been the people I was hanging around with then. Anyway, mine is different. Like I don't feel like I belong anywhere. I'm just trying to bring my family here, so maybe I can feel a lot more like home.
Yeah.
Like more like home. So
makes sense.
that's just me.
Now, last question.
Okay, so last question. Do you think because you weren't born or didn't move here till you were older, it's easier for you to be secure in your identity? I will take this one. This question was already answered by Joy. No matter how long you are here, you will never be first class. So
You'll be secure in one
you'll
of
be
your
secure.
identities, not the
Yes.
other one.
Not the other identity. So yeah, it don't matter as long as you're not born here. In fact, if you're born here by parents that
I feel like the younger you leave your home country, the more
easier it is.
confused
the more
you are
confused
about your identity. The older you are when you leave your home, the more secure you are about your home country's
Home country's
identity
identity.
than you are on the one that you're living in.
Now that's not to say that I'm not ready to give up. That's not to say I'm not ready to give up on the one identity
one
that I have. I'm just letting you. hey, push comes to shove.
push them to shove, we'll push that shove.
I can't give it up. I have no choice. I can't say, oh, my identity is Canadian. I have to be Moroccan. King has to take it away from me.
Moshe.
It's actually
King.
a thing.
Yeah, King has
This
to
their
say.
king in their own country has a lot of responsibility.
I mean, that guy.
Our Nigerian king in the villages that we have.
With the, they don't even know their identity. But anyway, yeah. So the last part is just so you know, your answers were highlighted because she is very interested in knowing Chemsy's answer. Since you moved here the earliest. Love, Chama.
Did I move here the others?
I mean, probably
2010.
Probably at the age. At the
Younger,
age,
yeah.
Right, Chama, when you
true.
come to Canada, your identity is secure. By the time you sew your Ankara markets, your Ankara cloth, and you're walking around you.
Yeah.
I think what helped me with keeping my identity from back home was also the school I went to. If I went to an English school with all the white people, I probably would have been more Canadian than Moroccan or African.
So if someone wanted to keep parts of their identity, right?
Surround yourself with the community that is around your country.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Stay in the familiar territory.
Which is what I did for high school, what I did for college, and what I'm still doing right now.
But don't force it.
No, don't.
Don't force it. If Canada is calling you, embrace
It's calling
it.
you.
Listen to
Embrace
it.
it.
Embrace it, right?
If you want to be eating poutine Monday to Friday, embrace it.
Yeah.
It's not every time off.
It's not even papa.
Yeah.
If you want fried yam or potato chips, it's all
I'm actually craving fried yam.
Abi.
Okay,
You sure you're Moroccan?
I am.
Nah, I'm just confused.
I've been hanging out with you guys for
The
too
way
long.
she
What do you
eats
want me to
egusi
do?
and
I'm
this
just-
thing,
I think you have an identity crisis because you want Friday. There's a little bit of you.
I want fried yam, but I also want couscous. Like, yeah. I could go with both.
All right, anyways, real quick before we jump ahead, I just want to appreciate everybody that sent in a fan mail, and I think this was the longest. I mean, it's probably one of the best fan mail sessions that
Yeah.
we've definitely had.
We made it a whole episode.
Yeah, so really, shout out to you guys. Appreciate all of you, man, and don't stop sending in the fan mail, man. I almost want to stop here, but I think we can
Keep going.
jump ahead a little further. A museum loaned an artist money, and he kept the money as art.
Yeah, I saw that.
Uh-huh.
So backstory. I mean, I was trying to keep it as simple as possible. They loaned him money to make this art piece that had to do with labor and working class and everything.
Yeah.
And instead of him doing the work,
He
he just sent in a blank canvas and kept the money and said that entire process is the
Was
art.
the
It's
art.
the art.
I like that.
How
In this
smart.
life, find your own hustle and
was
stay in
smart.
it.
To be honest, I need to know the end result or where he has ended up in because
Now, so he still has the money. He has no intentions of paying it back, but the museum is saying that he has till end of January to like pay back the loan because it's a loan.
Yeah.
Apparently it's a loan.
right.
He says it's not. They should do their worst.
I'm dead.
Man, that's actually crazy.
But I give the museum props for actually still going through with the process.
Yeah.
Like they sent you blank canvas. You still put it up there. And let me find the name of the artwork. It's called.
So they accepted the artwork, but it's just that you still have to return the loan at the end of the year.
They can't just the artist's art.
No, you can't. Like it's crazy.
Wow.
Wait, so if he had done like a masterpiece or whatever, he would have still had to pay the money back, right?
Yes.
Because it's a loan.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, well, okay. No harm.
It's just that it will first hit the museum and be like, we didn't give you that much loan. We had expectations, sort of, right?
Yeah.
Right. So we had expectations. I mean, that much loan and the space in the museum, you should do something that would attract people, right? Because it should also, it's kind of like investment for them too. You know, people would come around there and see that for them to garner more interest.
And this is icing on the cake. The art piece is called, or the project is called, or the artwork is called "Take the Money and Run."
Yeah, that's what he named it. that's what he named it.
That's what he named it before he actually made the art. So,
Oh, really? So they did not sell the signs. This guy was telling you, yo, I'm taking this money, I'm running, by the way, and they still give him the money. That's wild.
Mad.
good news for Ontario. For Ontario, people of Ontario,
We're leaving stage three.
we're leaving stage 3 gradually. So they're increasing the limits.
Yeah. And all the places where
by Monday, they said?
vaccination is where proof of vaccination is required.
Yeah.
Oh, so, my place is already 100%. My place is already 100%. I don't know what they're doing over there.
No, this is for gyms and all the places because gyms still didn't have full capacity.
Yeah, a lot of places didn't have full capacity.
My gym, ain't nobody has been stopping anybody from playing anything.
Yeah, because who's going to come out and enforce those things at the end of the day? Like,
because you'll end up on 6 bucks.
Them is just they're just now like making an actual thing. Like I've been seeing things like the rules have been broken. Like you go to an African club, they're still doing sold out and capacity and everything.
And everybody
they're over sold out.
Yeah.
I'm liking this new idea of Ontario companies going to 4-day work week. So a company had done it, then another company had followed suit, and apparently they reported progress. Like the companies now like overselling, they're making profits. They've opened offices in New York and London.
They should make school 4-day work week.
Yeah, but they're paying their employees less, right?
No, they're paying you for your 4 days, right? They don't change your salary.
They're paying you for
You just get a long weekend.
Salary.
Yes.
Or your whatever. Your hour
well, if you're hourly, they'll pay you for the 4 days.
Yeah, okay.
But I think about it, like it's still like I'm down for the 4-day week, man. I mean, yes, you don't get paid for that extra one day you're not there, but think about it, you have that one day to do anything else you want to do. If you're working 4 days.
If you're doing a side hustle, this is the time for you to do your side hustle. If you're doing anything else.
Like, I mean, if you're working at Home Depot,
and it also makes you more productive.
There's no 4-day work week for you.
I want it to be for schools. I want schools to make it.
Parents don't want that.
Kids are.
Parents do not want that.
Parents will not want that.
If the parents don't work 4 days.
Exactly, right.
But
it needs to match up with the
icing on the cake is that the Liberal Party, like the Liberal Party of Ontario.
Yeah, they're saying they will induce it.
Part of their pitch.
They're capping, bro.
So they're saying
it's just a wave.
Us.
It's just a wave, bro. They're capping. Don't
if they're
everybody
really
has been capping anyway, so
yeah.
I mean, a 4-day work week, bro. Like they will elect anybody, right?
Yeah, but I feel like if they make it official, then maybe hours might be. But I feel like they might, at least increase the hours a bit for those 4 days you're working.
They probably would.
No, I doubt, bro.
Except if they drop
like
these
companies didn't change anything.
They didn't change anything.
They didn't touch your holiday. They didn't touch your health benefits.
If they didn't change anything, maybe they will still make it like, because there are some companies that are like part of your responsibilities that you complete 50 hours a week or like 40 hours. So if you congest it to four weekdays, then you have to congest your hours in there. So
I guess those companies will have to make changes to that.
Yeah. So if they didn't change it, then it might still be like that. You have to compress your hours, right?
Into a 4-day week.
Into a 4-day week, yeah.
And maybe Nazar will then come on more episodes.
No. You're not telling you for 4 days back to back. I had to work
10 hours
30 hours straight. I had to work, that's do you know what that means? I don't even have time. He'll be traveling every time he's off.
That's crazy.
You know what's crazy? Me, like I'm actually crazy. Like if they changed
you're not crazy, bro. You're not crazy.
Let me land that and you see what I mean.
You say he's crazy.
If they made it 4 days, I would just find more work, honestly, because I work too many hours. I just work all the time. All I do is work.
You're a workaholic.
I'm same with you. Like if they give me the extra day, I'll just pile on top of it.
Just add an extra episode in there.
Yeah.
There you go. Just
what may I want is if they do it like that, I'm going to maybe the 5th day we better have it as a backyard band recording day.
So that's work.
Yeah, that's work. But it's less hours and it's more fun. It's more creative and whatnot. That is even
I don't mind
for
that.
us to digress. We'll just put it like that. We'll put it like,
this whole thing is like a 4.5 hour process, right?
Yeah.
That ain't no problem.
That is most of
you stressing? Are you stressing doing it?
I'm not stressing.
Exactly.
But I'm still doing
this is
something.
a distressing activity anyways, right? It's a distracting activity and it's actually more creative. Like that time is less for you to distress, to have fun, do more leisure, do more creative stuff. If you have side hustle that you want to do your other things that you dream about, right? Yeah. So
True.
Me, I dream about backyard bands being as big as hell.
Amen to that. Amen to that.
I dream about it. So if they're pushing me, I'm pushing for that too. Because my 5th work day is gonna be this thing. Because while we're growing and audience grows in Jesus' name,
Amen.
We want to be more consistent. We want to be more consistent so that like they won't be disappointed more.
And if all of our schedules are 4-day weeks, it makes it easier.
Yeah, it makes it easy.
Unless our one day is free, it's not the same day for each other.
Oh yeah, that could be a problem. Meaning.
Let me go international for a second. There is a new restaurant that might be coming. Well, it's coming to Toronto next year, but apparently it's popping in Australia. It's called the Karen's Diner.
Karen's
Diner.
Like Karen.
the white woman.
Like the name Karen. So they offer they offer great food but terrible service.
Like
and that's their
you
purpose.
go in and that's their
their
purpose.
purpose.
I think I've seen
So you're going there to
videos
vent,
of it.
and you can vent, and they're not bringing a manager for you. They're going to treat you so horrible, but you can't see a manager.
But it's great food.
It's great food.
I'll take those odds.
I think I've seen a video of someone saying,
takeout.
yeah, like they literally trash talk you.
I just hope that people understand that it's the part of the process.
Part of the process,
Because
right.
someone can go there expecting it to just be normal, and then it goes out of hand.
You know what's crazy? I think they're partially hoping that somebody will come in on no understanding and like take them and make them go viral, and people just be like, that's the entire point, right? And just more buzz for them, right?
I
They'll
think
probably have a
nice,
disclaimer.
I think it's imagine you do that kind of restaurant in Nigeria. You don't know what people are going
They'll
through.
fight you.
They slap your receipt.
It's even better that the manager is not coming for them. It's even better. It's even better.
Am I your mate?
Am I your mate?
I can bone you. But apparently there's already a wait list for Toronto and America, I believe.
Unbelievable.
course.
America, you should be there.
For how long?
It was seen on TikTok.
It's
at
coming out in
first. That's
January.
how it
I'm
was.
saying, like, how long is the wait list?
We don't know. They didn't specify.
Damn.
But it's crazy that, like people find like a niche and
And they go for it.
Go
Yeah.
for it.
That's crazy, man. That's crazy. All right. I wanted to ask you guys, how do you guys...
Wait, before you can go on that, there's this thing I saw on Twitter that is kind of funny, right? Somebody screenshotted a message that his dad or her dad, I think I would say is his dad, sent him. So he just got it and he's like, the dad's message is like, what's off the record? What's the extent of your quote unquote drug use? That's the message that you got from your dad. Guys, I don't know what the context is, but when you get this kind of message
From your father.
Catchy, please, what's going to be your
My
reaction?
dad? Rah.
I feel like Dre will get it at anything. But
My dad, I'm just going to have to lie to him, bro. I don't think he can handle the truth.
The
here.
truth.
I think he can handle it.
but don't you think he has gotten the gist of it? For this to come to light, maybe
What's the extent?
Take it to
showed
the
some
grave.
behavior.
Take it to the grave. Nah, I'm
You just
good.
be like, that's your normal this thing, but you haven't seen it before. Maybe he has seen some traits, which is why
And I'll tell him he's wrong.
Dre,
I'll tell him he's wrong.
Dre, if you get this message, what's your reaction? What's your answer going to be like?
My dad asks me, what's the extent of my drug use?
Off the record.
Off the record.
Which record, Seth? And
Who is recording?
is that like?
That's
Is that
Is
like?
it like I'm
is that
not
like-
going to tell your mom?
I'm gonna
Yeah, I'm not gonna tell your mom.
I'll
Yeah.
tell him like father, like son.
What about you and June?
Mommy water.
It's that simple, like father, like
It
son.
takes one to know one,
It
innit?
takes one to know one.
I'll be like, you got the wrong
That is
person.
where we will not see Dre again.
It's through text message. So I'm currently abroad.
Oh my goodness.
That's the day he will fly out.
The guy, my guy will come out of retirement for you. He'll come out
He
of
actually
retirement.
Chief,
Hey, yo,
chief officer.
Nah, me, I'll personally just be like, you got the wrong number. you got the wrong. Chemsy, what would you do?
I'll be like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Nah, man. I saw that thing. I'm like, wait,
I don't recall.
I was just more or less intrigued about what led to.
Him saying
What
off the
led to
record.
him. In fact, it's not even because I think he has thought about ways to ask, but maybe putting that off the record is his way of saying,
Don't worry.
you can talk to me.
You can talk to
You
me.
can confide in me type of thing. Like, bro, he has seen a lot for him to want to ask this question.
Yeah. What's the extent of your
Yes,
drug?
of your drug
It's like,
use.
I know you're using. Just
But
how
what's the
bad?
yeah, how bad? Like, are you redeemable or not?
That's mad.
That's wild. That's wild.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask you guys, how do you guys pronounce IKEA? So
IKEA.
it's actually not
It's not IKEA.
It's
No.
IKEA.
IKEA.
Yeah,
IKEA.
it's the French
Oh, no,
version.
is it Nigeria?
Where's it from?
No,
No,
it's
Singapore,
it's
I think.
IKEA.
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 No, it's not from Singapore.
So where is it from?
It's from what's it called? Sweden. It's
Is it?
yeah.
Oh, my
It has
bad.
the color of the flag itself.
Sweden.
It's
So
yellow.
how
True,
would they
true,
say
true,
it?
true,
So you're
true.
saying the
IKEA. Yeah.
Swedish say IKEA.
That's like
IKEA.
that's like Nigeria.
IKEA.
IKEA.
IKEA. Wow.
No.
Is IKEA is like your nyash.
But back home, that's what we used to say. But then we came here and then they started saying
Should
IKEA,
not
and I was like,
should not conform.
You should not conform. You see,
you're
you're
struggling
struggling with your
with
identity.
I'm waiting for that one. I was waiting for that one.
When I saw KFC, I thought it's Kelechi and Funke chicken.
Yo, Donald Trump is bringing on a new app, man. It's called Truth Social.
Yeah, because he's been banned from
On
Twitter.
everything.
Yeah.
Even YouTube.
You know what I want is it for the other social media people saying, if you go and follow your Trump, please forget your own account. I don't want to see you.
I don't think
They don't have
that-
facilities.
Because then all the Karens and all the nonsense people will just
there.
go.
no, they won't be able to enforce that. That's the
I
issue.
know,
Like,
but that's what I want.
That's
I
what
know.
she wants.
That's what I want.
All right, I'm gonna.
the app won't do well because like the people that push
No,
Twitter and
no,
everything-
no.
They will.
When it comes to Trump, please, you might do
You-
well.
Let me,
It will
let me
surprise
learn. I
you.
got you.
Okay.
The app will not do well because the people that push social media and make popular they're not Trump fans. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Oh,
They're mostly
True.
liberals
I can see
or
what you're saying.
you know, like trust me.
I don't know how America works, really, man. America is a very special place. I don't know how
Yeah,
it works, man.
could be
I don't
wrong,
know
yeah.
how
Because the
it
man
works.
actually was president. Right?
Because the thing is, because a lot of people who voted for Trump, a lot of them they're hiding because, like, they're ashamed because they kind of like
no, there's nothing to push them.
like he
yet.
wasn't supposed to win. Like the thing is that he was like I think a lot of the time he only won because they just didn't like Hillary. That's all it was. They just didn't like Hillary. I think if Obama was running against him, it would have been an obvious choice because it was like clear. They just didn't like Hillary, so they were like, okay, I guess we'll try Trump. And then they're all like hiding their faces when he actually won, and then he was wild.
To be honest, Hillary would have been a better choice than that man.
no, most probably, but like it's what it is.
No, I don't think.
Even though she's trash too, but like
Personally, I don't think they're hiding. I think they're just waiting for another person to come up and then they will support him. Because while Trump was there, while the election was going on, didn't everybody think, oh, he wasn't going to win. He wasn't going to win.
Or right
And
now
then
he's
just-
too busy.
No, they're not hiding. They're not hiding. Just
What I'm saying
people
is that
voted
they're
for
not-
these nuts. People who voted for there are people that are just there. They're not hiding really. They just want
They're
something
waiting
to
for
come
something
out.
to blow up
Yeah,
again.
and then they put their hands in it.
Because
I mean,
right now he's going through like a trial and all that nonsense.
No,
so they're really
what-
quiet.
No. So here's the thing. What I'm saying, the point I'm trying to make is that the people that put him in power are not. It's not a representation of his actual fans. Do you understand what I'm saying? I'm saying like if his fans are so small to the point where that fan base cannot push a social media forward, like an app forward. That's what I'm trying to say.
I don't
You know what I mean?
agree.
Nah, I
That's-
don't
that's
agree.
my
I don't
logic.
agree.
That's what
I
I'm
think
thinking.
I think he actually has
I
a lot
think
of
he
fans,
actually
and I
has
think
a
it's his
big
fans that push him
following.
up there. Yeah,
Because some people also follow him as a businessman, not
Yep.
just as a.
Yes.
Even though with all the tax
Yep.
fraud and all that stuff, allegedly. But
Allegedly.
I remember when he was there,
Like-
employment rate for citizens
yeah,
increased.
No.
You know,
Like
and so he did a lot more when it comes to the
Business side.
monetary numbers, business
Yeah.
side. So he does have a whole lot of fans.
like how do I explain? Like okay, I guess you might be right, but what I'm trying to say is that the kind of fans he might have are not the ones that will make a social media app popular. That's really the point I'm trying to make.
I think it would.
I doubt it.
they will do anything for that man.
That's what I'm.
His book also sold. His book wasn't popular. Yes.
Don't forget that he got people to go to the building, Capitol building.
I
One of the most
go to
protected
There you go.
buildings
building
in
to
the
storm
world.
it. He got people to do that.
Yeah, but those people are not the ones that are gonna make a social media app popular. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Bro,
It's the
we
young
have-
kids.
But the
They
app
are.
doesn't. But the app doesn't need to be popular. He just needs
he
people
just
to be
need-
on it.
yeah, exactly.
Okay, fair enough.
He doesn't really care about that.
Cults are not popular, but they still do damage.
He just wants to say what he wants to say and be able
Yeah.
to transfer it to his people.
Yeah, in some form or method.
Yeah.
So followers, he'll get followers. It doesn't have to be popular. Like, do you know what? That's what I'm saying. Like, that's why I say America is a special place. There are a lot of things that are not big, but they are big.
Yeah.
You know?
Like they're big in their own
Yeah.
places.
And it doesn't have to be big in Canada. Like, we'll never be able to vote in the States either way. So
Yeah.
it's one of those things. I'll tell you guys a story. So, bear with me for a second. I feel like I should have like a song underneath while I'm telling this story,
Probably should.
but no.
Yo, thank you.
You know all these weddings where you go and they want to start a speech, like the parents want to start a speech and they start with a song, and then not just when you know the song, the speech is going to be long.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyways, so a friend of mine got married.
Okay.
I wouldn't give a time or date so as to not
Give out the person.
give out any information.
Yeah.
But a friend of mine got married, and a bunch of my friends have got married. To confuse my enemies.
When will you marry?
And I felt like I should have been invited.
Oh, you weren't.
Problem.
And
Just because of how you thought the relationship between you and your friend.
Yeah, my friend was. And my other friends got invited.
It's pain.
Bro. And I didn't mind not hosting the wedding, because I've done weddings for my friends this year that I hosted.
Yeah.
And shout out to them. But this one was kind of different, and I don't go into context too much. But then it made me realize, and I was having a conversation with Mel, and she was like, like in life, like there's friends for different phases.
Yeah.
And that's what I kind of realized, that maybe that phase where we're all cool.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping they never listen to this episode.
They will listen to it.
This is the episode. This is the episode they will listen to.
I know the person, but yeah.
You do?
Okay. I do.
Anyways.
I want to know after this.
I realized that they're friends for different phases in your life.
Yeah.
Right? And this is no disrespect to them.
No, it's true.
Like, what I'm saying? I love them. I think if they call me tomorrow, I'll pick up the call. But this is a podcast. I'm allowed to vent.
Yeah.
This is my room where I can get therapy for my
Safe
friends.
space.
It's not a safe space, guys. Did you see the fan mail?
Oh no. Well, not for Nazar.
They told the lie.
They are bringing audio gun.
But I wanted to ask you guys, have you guys ever experienced a thing where it's like you thought you had a friend and then realized, or a situation similar or something close to that, where you guys had a space where you thought that this person was meant for you? Or, I mean, I don't know if you guys have any stories about people in different phases of your lives and how that had been, or that had happened, or how that, progressed in terms of having people. And this is to the listeners, man. Do you guys have any cool stories about like people in different phases for your life, and what did that person do for you in that time, and how you decided or realized that this person was that friend in that phase of your life?
I can't really relate, honestly.
I think I can relate somewhat. I don't know if this is fully involved, but before I started officially posting my poetry, right? I used to I write and stack it up, right? So like I had like 20 plus poems on my phone, right?
By the way, you guys should check out Amina's.
Check it out. She made me write it.
She made me write it. Amazing stuff on there.
You know the vibe.
Very sensual. I don't like reading because like every time I read, I'm always thinking of woman. But
it's not. Well, maybe it can make you go and marry. Maybe it can make you go and marry.
If you don't make you the writer.
No. I'm just a messenger. I'm just a messenger. Person will build prison, not the entire.
I'm dead.
Okay. Yeah. So like at that stage, one thing is it's hard for me to read it out to people because my process of writing, I personalize it.
Okay.
So you read the poem and then you start asking me questions. It's not like it's not me. You understand?
Yeah.
So that's one reason. And then two, it's hard for me to show the emotion to more people, right? So I have to establish a sort of connection with you before I can read those for you, right? So so I had this friend that used to write. I think she stopped. So we had that connection. So I read her stuff and then like it's quite interesting, the idea, how she writes. She's more constructive. I mean, I'm more of a free writer, right?
Yeah.
So we connected through that and whatnot. But along the line, that friendship has dwindled. Right. She was one of the few people that gingered me to start posting it. Right. So along the line, that friendship has dwindled, and it seems like there are more people that are now, I seem to have been replaced. So I think I was a friend for that period of time. So maybe I've moved on from that period. So I think it was around when we were in school, right? When we were in school. So maybe
is that person now like a proper writer kind of thing, or they don't write anymore?
They probably don't write as much, or maybe don't post, should I say, because she was on the verge of trying to revamp her page and start something new or whatever. And I was trying to reciprocate the favor that she, because I call it a favor because she was one of the few people that pushed me to start posting them, right? So I was trying to be one of the driving forces that could push her to get it done quickly. I even helped suggest names and whatnot and tried to get the page started, right? But along the line, the response dwindled and the conversations doing those. Me, I don't want to push. I mean, it's not like the car is broken, but if it's spoiled, we'll keep it moving, right? So from there, everything just basically died down. We're still friends, but we don't talk as much. So I feel like that moment is different. And now we are a different type of friend. So
gotcha. No, that's definitely a phase. Yeah, I don't have a lot of those, man. But that was very, very unique, and it's funny as someone pointed that out to me, and then I realized, okay, well, yeah, I guess things like that do happen. Anybody else? Anybody?
The wedding one too. Some people have done wedding and they invite me out.
I had that one too.
Hits me. I'm like, this is what it is. My suit wasn't even ready for that too, so I'm like, okay, but I was ready for the food anyways.
I had the wedding too, but like, it wasn't that I wasn't invited. It was more like I was given a Zoom link instead of invited in person. Yeah.
You is a virtual friend, isn't it?
He was a virtual friend.
They thought about you, but really,
and all of my other friends were in person.
Oh,
that was painful. I can't lie.
Yeah.
So you can see them having fun, but you know.
Yeah, I can see all of them.
Did you even watch it? Me, I will not watch it.
I watched it.
No, you have to
I'm not
watch
the
it
kind
now.
of person. I'm not spiteful or anything. So
It's not spite too.
Nah. God understand. God understand.
To him, Bass is be given.
But I also had the same thing as you, like the whole friendship that dwindles and we're not in the same area of life.
Yeah.
That she could reach out to me, I'll still be there for her. And I know if I reach out to her, she'll be there, but we don't talk. We're not as close anymore.
Much, yeah.
We don't associate ourselves anymore or all of that stuff. It'll be like one random I see you, you see me kind of thing. When we used to be like
married,
every day kind of.
Yeah, please stop.
Stop.
Relax. Let's not put that in the atmosphere right now. Like stop.
I'll put it in the air because
that's true, man. Like any of you getting married.
Oh no!
If I'm not there.
No, I'm not going to even put
I can't lie.
Dre or Naza or Shemzi because I feel like that's a given. But I feel like
you say they're giving now.
Yeah, it better be given. If you don't, I will move. It better be given. Yeah, they there now. What I will do, I will not even say it.
What is it?
But I feel like the Kachi can go to Kilimanjaro and get married without my consent. That's why I'm putting him out first.
What is it? If anybody has anything to say, speak now forever.
I will come out from nowhere because I wasn't invited. That's me. I'll pull up. I say, yes.
I have something to say.
Why did you not invite me?
No.
You go try to step back and then why are you running?
No, the biggest issue is if I was getting married is who would MC it. Like who
that ain't no problem. That ain't no problem.
Not 1, 2, 3,
No.
I'll tell all of them.
If he's not coming out of that circle, then I will have a problem.
Fair.
I will have a problem.
I don't need to MC. I just need to come out.
That's my own personality.
Drink and eat. Come on, drink and eat.
I want to be in that community.
No, it's calm.
Yeah,
I got you.
But whoever is hosting me, I don't care. As long as it's from that circle.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying, right?
I go outside the circle. I just need to be there.
No.
Don't worry,
I
guys.
just want to have fun and eat. That's
Don't
all.
worry, guys.
Because the problem is doing MC for you means you're watching for free.
Yeah.
You watch it for free.
I want money.
Let me come and see.
No. If he's a real friend, he will pay you.
I mean, we'll see about that
Pay
one.
you kindness and thank you.
I actually have a friend that is already shopping. She's getting married next summer. She's already shopping friends that are creative.
To do stuff for her.
Yep. She got a DJ friend, DJ bestie. She got MCs as family friends. So Rennie and I. She got other friends that can MC too. And then she knows caterers because she caters too and whatnot. So she's like, she doesn't want a big wedding and she would like her close friends to be involved. And then because they can do this thing, so why not have friends that can do this to come and do it? I'm like, yeah, do something. And funny thing is, she spoke to my brother about it. And my brother is charging. My brother said, "Oh, you're gonna have to pay." And she was like, "Wow, I didn't expect this." Like, if I asked Emina, he wouldn't charge me. He wouldn't charge me.
No, because Emina is nice.
And then she now proceeded to be like, "You won't charge me, right?" I'm like, it's a sticky one still. It's a sticky one still.
I would expect to pay the people that I'm around.
But if they
That's
ask
how
for
you
free,
support.
I would definitely MC for free, but
No. The one thing I will try and do is to keep, if my friends are at my wedding, they're enjoying it. I don't want to put them to work too much unless they need it. For example, if like it's a business type thing, but you know what? Give you my business, might as well,
it's
right?
a business, it's a job. Like, pay your vendors. If,
Of course, yeah.
Like, unless they say I'm doing this for you for free.
unless they say
Don't expect them
I would
to
say
do it for
you
free.
start with offering to
pay. And then if they tell you no,
like what I'm
then-
saying is my default is you're coming to the wedding to enjoy with me. Like
Yeah, that's
like,
my
you're a
for your wedding.
guest.
That's my default.
You know what? See, here's the thing, guys.
you. I don't need to come and talk.
I think
Now I was planning for you to be my MC.
Yo, you know, it's funny. It's funny that Dre's wedding, I'll come when it's finishing because you are going to drink. Where everybody will leave the wedding and then we're there finishing it.
We'll be the last ones. Like we're always the last ones in the club.
We'll stay there before you know it. We have laid mats and we're starting a whole new party afterwards.
That's lame mats. Bring out the card games. Let's get it.
We're like, okay, let's get the people that have work next day. The people that are not really homies. Let's get them home. And then we start another.
And the homies will be on the floor.
I was talking to a friend previously, and I was like, this way there are a few people in my life right now that if they are getting married, it's us that is getting married. Mm-hmm. It's us that is getting married. We're taking over. You understand? And it's going to be so much fun that I think if it's me, I'm booking the venue for 24 hours. So the place have to be ready.
Have money, sure.
Are you Kanye West that you're booking the?
No, it has to be somebody that will now they don't have plan. They don't have plan for the next day because there's only few things I really want. The jollification to be nice. The decorating and all that is not really my forte. Things can be cheap, and I want it to be cheap. My money is going to very important things: food.
More food.
More food.
Mine is going to the bar.
We go to the bar. Oh, there has to be open bar.
Mm-hmm.
What was the original question?
I don't remember.
We forgot it.
I was supposed to say something.
Your phase of life.
Oh no.
Friends and phase of life.
Mine is just distance. It's like, okay, if we're not in the same area, we won't talk as much. But if we ever meet up together, bro, it's gonna be
that's different. That's different. Yeah. I mean, I'm going to leave it at this, man. It was a great episode. I think. I'll save the next stuff. I think what I want to do is ask the listeners for the next episode. We are going to be doing a Halloween themed episode. It's going to be focusing on horror stories, personal, heard, myth, whatever. So if you have any like interesting horror stories, please send to us. We'd love to read them and dissect your brain to see if you're a narcissist or a sociopath or just experience a lot of stuff in life. Be sure to hit us up on that.
Yeah.
I have a few stories to share, man. Jesus Christ.
I actually do.
It's gonna be a breezy episode.
I have to call my mom to actually reminisce because she actually had some encounters that
I need to talk to my parents. They probably have some next
I will
level.
talk to my mom.
Yeah.
She told me some things.
All I know is you guys will hear the name Aisha Kandisha.
Whoa.
Is a
What's all that?
Is a term for
It's
Karashika.
AKA Mami Wata.
You see, I was almost there. I said Karashika. It's very close.
That's crazy. I mean, I do have proverb of the day because they've already called you out.
Yeah, shit. That's like
What we need.
Bing, bing, boom. Alright. So my proverb of the day today is actually I will pick this one because I have a couple, but this one is very, very is going with the theme of what or the last topic. So no matter how beautiful your wedding decoration is, it will never make sense to those that didn't eat. Yo, if I saw that, I'm like, this is actually right, balance.
Oh Lord.
I forgot that I had this.
That's true.
Bro, and you remember
them, they will
you remember the guy that was taking picture at the wedding, right?
Yeah.
And they told him to not eat.
And he went and deleted
So I did a wedding yesterday, and they had served the photographer.
Yeah.
Well, the head. So he comes with his team.
Yeah.
Right. Shout out to Ep50. Congratulations on the new studio, by the way. He came with his team, so they had given everybody food, and they had served his plate, but he wasn't there.
Hey.
And so after a while, they came and they took the food, and he sat down, and he was asking, he was like, "Where's my food? Where's my food?" And he started like getting sort of like not necessarily angry, just kind of like antsy and like, "Yo, like what happened to my food?" And then the lady was trying to explain that, well, we didn't see anybody there, and we have to count the table and everything. And so we took it. And then he gave this like, and I was like, so I was on the table, I was like, he's the photographer. I told the lady, he's the photographer. Like, we need to feed him. If not,
there's no picture.
There's no picture.
You have to remind them.
No problem.
Things occur.
Man.
Don't make that mistake.
anyways, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get out of here. Shout out to you for rocking with us to episode 50. We hope to see you on the next 50 and even more after that.
Oh my God.
Again, send us your horror stories, personal, or the ones you've heard, or the ones you heard in secondary school, man. We want to read that out in the next episode. And if you are in Toronto, if you know any horror places, any haunted places, I guess, let us know. We want to read that out as well. Appreciate you all for joining us, ladies and gentlemen. I am your humble and gracious host. I go by the name Mr. Dre. I can't find my alarm. I found it.
You found it. Okay.
I am your humble and gracious host. I go by the name Mr. Dre. This is Backyard Bands, the comedy podcast. Signing out. We're going to start on the back.
Yes. Signing out from the Ministry of Vibes is your minister, Imina, aka The Free Eagle, aka Tripoli, aka Noah's Popping, aka Let's Get It Popping.
You already know. See. Over there.
It's your boy Dikachi, aka Cashman. You know the vibes. Glad to be here.
Only makes an appearance when he matters.
Yes.
That's how he likes to roll. And ladies and gentlemen, you already know the powerhouse of the podcast.
It's your girl Shamsi, aka Ton Amour. Peace out.
I'm going to leave you guys with this bar I had at the wedding. May your ups and downs be only in the bedroom.
Hey, one day if it's a hit, I can't. Yes.
No.
Shawty going up. Let's see what's up. Nah.